Hello everybody. I haven't done a video in a while just because of the fact that finals and exams and all that other stuff that's been going on. Plus I am moving to a new place this week, so my internet will be disconnected for a while until Verizon decides when they want to go ahead and make the transfer. So a lot has been going on. Okay, so jumping right into topic of brutally honest, I want to talk about how people are really judgmental. Now, let's keep in mind. I'll give you an example. Today, my club had their end of the semester party. We have it every year at our school club, and so it's like the party to end all parties. And when they say end of the semester party, that means it's really the end of the semester. Plus, it's our last club meeting anyway. So yeah. So I'm there, I'm sitting, and obviously me and my friend Marcus get there a little early. We figured that we would probably waste time because my friend Marcus had a couple of errands he needs to do anyway, so I decided, I'd tag along with him since we left our last gym class um, before. So yeah. So anyway, we'd waste a little time, but it wasn't even close to 1:15 anyway. It was like, one. Well, it wasn't 1:30. We were supposed to be there at 1:30, but the whole thing was that by the time Marcus was done with everything, it was 1:15. 1 minute. Sorry. And so, obviously, I told Marcus what we should do now, and he was like, well, it doesn't hurt if we go there early. And I thought the same exact thing. So then we just both decided to go over there and just go ahead and just go into the party. And obviously, we get to the party, and everything's already set up, and, they have the posters and stuff like that and everything, and all the food is laid out. And so I take a couple of pictures, and I see a few friends and a few club members who were already there before us. So we give them all a nice big hug and this, that, and the third. And, after that, after more people started coming in, I was just getting ready to eat. And so, obviously, what I like to do is, it's a lot of food, and and the person who has the party is the director of the disability office. He has it every year. He's the one who sets it up. We don't do anything but just sit back and enjoy the food. And so there's a lot of food there and stuff like that. And he literally sends out invitations to everybody to show up, which is good. But I hate freeloaders. People who come in just for the food, and then when we have our club meetings, they're nowhere in sight. They only show up for the food. There are certain people, I hate a lot of people who do that bullshit, because it pisses me off a lot. Don't you hate that? But anyway, I digress. So usually, look, I am a big girl, okay? I am a big girl. And a big girl cannot have one teeny tiny sandwich and a cookie. I'm sorry. I can't do that. It's not me. I'm big. Which means I gotta have a lot of food. So, I go to the table, pick up some potato salad, some sandwiches. I said some sandwiches, which was only two. Two to begin with. Because, keep in mind, I kept my stomach empty that whole day so that I could have no sandwiches. I had no breakfast, I had no lunch. That was basically my lunch, my breakfast, my dinner rolled up into one. When I came home, I didn't even bother having dinner. I wound up eating everything that I had brought home. And so, after that, after that, I go in, obviously, I am a big girl, but I am a girl who likes sweets. I love chocolate, I love donuts, I love the little munchkins and stuff like that. And so they had this, layout of food and chocolate cookies and munchkins and stuff like that. And, With me, I like to have all my food there. I want to have one big plate for my food, like my sandwiches and my potato salad, and then a once I would like to have one small plate for just sweets alone, and then I would have a drink to come along with it. So then I'm about to sit down to the table to go drop off my food, and then after that go back and get a drink. And then one of the counselors comes up to me who works at the office, and she was like, she looks at my food and then she looks at me and she's like, "Are you gonna eat all of that? What you think I was gonna do? Wash myself with it?" And I was like, "Yes, I intend on eating all of this." She's like, "Oh no, no, that's too much." I'm like, "Lady, have you seen the way I look lately? I'm a big girl, and I like big food. And when it comes down to sweets, can't nobody tell me shit. Especially when it comes down to chocolate. Now, if you tell me I'm having too much chocolate, your ass will be at the bottom of a lake with your head cut off. No lie. You cannot tell me that's too much. Look, I'm gonna eat as much as I want because I'm a club member. It's the solo club end of the semester party, and you expect them to have all this food here and then expect people not to have seconds? Really? You must be fucking stupid. Anyway, after I sit down, I kind of brush it off a little bit. And so I eat the sandwiches. I go back for more sandwiches. So I had about 4 sandwiches in total. And all they had was roast beef and Italian, so I was like, whatever. I was born in Brooklyn, so obviously Italian's always going to be the favorite, and roast beef is roast beef, but sometimes, shoot, I would have rather had some turkey sandwiches instead. Anyway, I digress. I go back, and I want to make like a little goodie bag because I see that even though there's some sandwiches there, and there's some cookies there, and all the people are already done getting their stuff in full and talking and speaking and stuff like that, and so as people begin to leave, they begin to pack up the stuff. So I'm like, I'll bring a little goodie bag over to my mom. A friend of mine lent me one of her bags, and so I go ahead and I take the bag and I wrap up all the food in it. She doesn't say anything though. She's just looking at me while I'm taking it. I'm like, literally, stop looking at me. Why should you care about what I have? Nobody else does. Why should you be the one who cares? See, this is what I can't stand. And when they say you're having too much to eat, they're most likely health gurus. The types who think that fat people are unhealthy people and this, that, and the third, and we all need to lose some weight. Look here, okay? I have my own ways of losing weight. When I'm ready, I will damn sure lose weight because of the fact that I've lost weight before. I've had a skinnier face. I've had a more slimmer body. But as far as I'm concerned, the only person who ever complains about it is my dear old mother. But that's just her. But nobody else complains. My boyfriend doesn't complain. He seems to like it just fine. So if my boyfriend likes it, to hell with you. Anyway, that's what I wanted to say. And I know I have to end it so short, but I'm studying right now for exams, so I'll be back with more videos and stuff like that. And so, with that being said, adios. And I'm not being rude. I'm not being mean. I'm just being brutally honest. And that's the truth. Peace.